OK, well, let's return to Egypt now and those conflicting reports about the death of Hosni Mubarak. Earlier, we'd heard that he had suffered a heart attack as well as a stroke and that he had died and that he was being transferred to a military hospital. We're now getting reports from security sources as well as Hosni Mubarak's lawyer that he is in fact on a respirator, that he is not dead. So let's go live now to Egypt, and Jess Hill is a former producer with the ABC. She now works for the online outfit, The Global Mail. She's based in Cairo and she joins us now via webcam. Jess, good morning. Thanks for your time. What's the latest that you're hearing?
Well, pretty much the same as what you're hearing. In fact, it's probably a little bit more confusing over here. Yeah, we heard reports that he was clinically dead, that Mubarak was clinically dead, that he had had a stroke, and that his heart had stopped. They tried to revive him, but then he'd been declared clinically dead after attempts to revive. Now we're hearing reports that he's just unconscious, not clinically dead. And this follows months of speculation about Mubarak's health. You may recall he's turned up to his trial every time on a stretcher, laid out with the same expression on his face, just grim and sick. And oftentimes people here have surmised that this is a plot to distract people from their protests, and that's exactly what's happening tonight. I've just heard from Tahrir Square. People are saying that this is a plot by the secret police known as the Mukhabarat to distract people from what's happening, what the ruling military council are trying to orchestrate in Egypt.
But he has, of course, been unwell for some time.
Yeah, that's right. And he's not a young man. He's 84 years old. So it's not altogether bounds possibility that he may be in that critical condition. But when you're operating in an environment here there is so much suspicion and so many things can be turned on their head at moment's notice, it's very difficult to believe anything here.
Jess, we might just have to leave it there because we seem to be suffering from some audio problems with the Skype line. We'll try and come back to you. But what we can see there for the moment, Michael, is live pictures from Tahrir Square. Those are those tens of thousands of people that had in fact gathered well before this news came out. They've been gathering there for the last few days now since the ruling military council changed the rules and giving them new powers. They basically dissolved Parliament and claimed all legislative powers for themselves. This is in the wake of the presidential elections, which the Muslim Brotherhood candidate Mohammed Mursi claimed victory in. His rival, the former PM Ahmed Shafiq, had contested that result as well. But the final result due out on Thursday. And those protesters gathering at Tahrir Square, I'm not sure whether the numbers seem to have swelled or not in the last few hours, but they are continuing to chant, and the news continues to filter through that Hosni Mubarak had died. Then reports, of course, that he was not in fact dead, that he was on a respirator.
And as we heard from Jess Hill in Egypt, the news over there is just as conflicted as the reports we're getting here. So we'll try to update you as soon as we get any firmer stories out of Egypt.